I can't believe I'm talking to Peter Chastain's agent.
Well, he's a pretty great guy when you get to know him.
Wikipedia said he's practically a hermit, holed up in France somewhere.
Provence. Lovely to meet a fan, anyway.
Well, I'm more of a fan of art generally, but my aunt would go mad if she knew.
Well, actually, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but he's coming to the UK in a few days, bringing his new work with him.
I thought he was never going to paint again.
Guess the muse got to him one last time. He wants to talk about it to sell it on.
So Peter Chastain is coming to...
He's trying to be discreet.
He's coming to this country, and he's got a new painting to sell.
Well, the thing is with Peter is that he's rather particular about who he sells his paintings to. He's had enough of critics, connoisseurs, and so-called experts. He'd like it to go to someone who doesn't have any preconceptions. Of course, most people can't actually afford it.
Well, I'm not in the know. I just like stuff.
Well, I've got your number, and you've got mine, and in the meantime, it's probably best you don't let on that you know me to anyone here. Discretion. Best part of valor and all that. Smooth enough for you?
Very slick. Just one flaw. You haven't got a painting to sell.
Yep. Acquiring one will be the next step. Or rather, creating one.
So you're in the faking game now?
Well, unless you can find a way of making the artist paint one for us, which we can't, obviously.
Know anything about forging, do you?
Not as much as you.
You have to be kidding me. Look, I know this stuff is, out there, but it's not just about throwing oil on a canvas.
Exactly. So you'd know what to do.
Not that would fool an expert.
It doesn't have to. It just has to fool little Miss Dilettante.
You were leaving this all behind. You kept telling me you were back on the straight and narrow. You even told her.
And I am.
And it looks like it.
Okay. Before we start polishing your halo, why do you think I persuaded you to come along here today? You really thought I wanted us to take in the ambience together?
Well, I had no idea.
Don't give me that. Look, Frank, you love this stuff. And besides, everything I said before remains true, but this is the big one. We talked about this on the inside. We make a ton, walk away.
Everything okay?
Not really, no. Do you remember I told you about that woman from Rotherham?
Well, insists on everyone wearing pink, even the groom. See, I do listen.
Yeah, well, she is demanding a meeting. Another meeting.
So, kick her into touch.
I can't afford to, Frank. It's good money, and I need everything I can get these days. Ironic, isn't it, being in here? Have you seen the price tag on these things?
We're in the wrong game.
It seems to me that anybody can throw paint on a canvas and charge a fortune.
Exactly. We'll get them in. I have to admit, you're tempted. 2 pints, 2 red, please.
Yeah, come with you in a sec.
I don't have to admit to anything.
Guy, can you honestly tell me that you've stayed on the straight and narrow since you got out?
By and large?
That's not a yes. No, you can tell me that you've settled into the quiet life, but I know that that's not true. It's not you, Frank.
All right, I'll admit, I like the old game. Always have. And yeah, I even miss it. But there's the prospect of prison. And let's remember, we're defrauding someone whose only crime is being rich and a little bit dim.
Eleanor Carlo can afford it. I mean, seriously afford it. Ball bearings in space, remember? And meanwhile, Megan is working her fingers to the bone and you're up at that factory. It's hardly justice, is it?
Yeah, I know.
You know, you could help Megan and Tracy too. And yes, of course, it's a risk. But that's, in the end, that's why we're doing this, isn't it? The risk, the adrenaline that comes out of it. You could do the con that we've always dreamed about. You'd be a hell of a lot richer afterwards. Unless, of course, you want to stay in that hairnet for the rest of your working life.